Now then guys, what's going on? This is Yorkie here and welcome back to another episode of this Salford City RTG, where today we're going to be getting ourselves out of the mud and up the table. I promise you that might happen. I'm not guaranteeing it. That might happen. We've got a pretty big episode. I don't think we're going to get the whole of December. If you didn't see the last episode, I did mention that we're probably going to split this month into two, or at least kind of split the months of December and January across 3 episodes. I think that's the best way to do it. So if I can kind of get to the Blackpool stage in this one today, that would be perfect. We need victories. Now, I am finding a lot of frustration at the moment with the recent patch. The passing seems really weird. It doesn't seem as good. Neither does the first touch. So we're going to monitor that. I've been looking at some stuff on forums with sliders, and we're going to tweak them accordingly to help us just get a better gameplay experience. That's all I care about with the sliders. For me, it's not about finding more difficulty and more ease. It's about finding what's just most enjoyable for the series. The first game of this episode is going to be in the Cup against Morecambe, and this year it's not expected that we do well. They want round of 16, but it's very low. And I have to be honest with you, I don't really fancy wasting time on taking on Morecambe in the FA Cup now. In reality, we probably should be able to get a victory from this game. I don't think we actually will, because the sim hasn't given me a single victory this season. This is a starting 11 for the game. Just hope. We just got to have hope, haven't we, lads? Honestly, we've just got to have hope. And while we're there, thank you very much for the support. The hope did it. We do get our first simmed victory. It's 2-1 against Morecambe. We will go through to the next round of the Cup. Again, if you're new around here and you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, as well as if you hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. It helps us get seen by more and more people the more you like them. The channel's really growing. We're nearly at 4K, which is pretty nutty. I'm quite excited to hit that milestone. And next up is going to be 13th place Forest Green. Forest Green, a team that got promoted with us. This is definitely a side I think we can beat. It's definitely a side we need to beat. If you remember, we had a really bad run in League 2, didn't we? We come up against Forest Green and beat them, and this is when we was chasing the title, and it kind of turned our season around. That is exactly what's going to happen right now for this Salford team. Had to rotate a little bit because of the cup game, but it's still pretty much full strength, apart from Burgess will be on the right today. And I'm kind of being forced into using Turnbull at the back, but it's fine. I've sat down again. I've gone for a coffee. You'll notice that I'm wearing the same t-shirt. We are recording these now in block recordings. I did mention that. If you've left any comments and feedback, any press conference stuff, hashtag Ask Yorkie. I will get to it in future episodes. There was one that was left about Leeds United. We do have a Leeds United rebuild coming up. In fact, that might be out by the time this video comes up. But I do apologize. I'm going to answer it in that video. I think that's the right place for us to answer that kind of Ask Yorkie question instead of this Salford series. But again, I always appreciate those kind of questions. I think it's quite fun when we answer stuff on video. I just know all I need is wins. All I need is wins. And we had brief moments in that last episode where it should have been wins. It really should have been wins. Yeah, a little bit lucky there. Leto gets a little bit lucky. What a ball that is. Elliot Liston will cut that outside. That is fantastic play. Burgess comes piling forward. Burgess pulls it back there to Elliot List for 1-0. And what a save from the goalkeeper. Goalkeepers have become gods. I'm like, no word of a lie. Goalkeepers have got a lot better. I did the Inter Milan one the other day, and I thought maybe it was just because I was up against Chesney, and that's why it was the situation it was, because there was a couple of goalkeeping performances in that where I was like, wow, this is unreal. Lund might be in here. Lund with a shot. Straight at the keeper. I think he was offside. Ray. Body's lining up now. Get that one in behind to Elliot List. Inches. Oh, Hunter gets the pass off as well. List then back to Kelly. Oh, God, who is this keeper? Has anybody heard of this man before? Who actually are you, Luke McGee? Who are you, pal? 65 rated. He's like the next Buffon. It's unbelievable. I just can't get anything past him. Lund scored from a corner in the last episode. It was actually a really nice moment. Cadden's done really well there. Henry, this could be a good opportunity, and it's well held by Austin, who, again, trying to give Austin game time, trying to get him into good positions, playing for the team as much as possible. Lund there pulls that one back across. He's got Teray, but I don't feel confident about playing that ball to Teray. Burgess. One then Laho. Oh, again. Tackle. Unbelievable tackle from Henry. Pretty even first half, to be fair. We've had the better, but doesn't make a difference, does it? You can have the better all you want. You've got to score the goals. That was nearly a great ball from Elliot List. I feel like my midfield lets me down a little bit at the moment, because in terms of driving forces from the centre of the park, you see that ball went through to Kelly there. he can't do it. He just can't do it. But neither can Banks, to be honest with you. He scored a goal in the last episode, but only just. That tackle was poor, and what a save from Austin. I wouldn't say we had a first half to remember. In fact, I'd say completely opposite, but it is what it is, right? We're still in the game. That's what matters. First half, we can forget about that now. We can focus on trying to win this match and try and ping that one over. I mean, nice idea, but we're going to have something special, I think, today to beat McGee. Well, this might be good if the ball's moved quick. Elliot List now is going to pump that one into Burgess for 1-0. Burgess for 1-0. That is a massive moment for us here this season. Big moment for Burgess as well. He's been fighting hard for his place this year. Between him, Asante and McNeil, Burgess hasn't got that much game time. Maybe I should be giving him a little bit more. If he's going to score goals like that, he can play every single game. First goal of the season, though, so let's not get too excited. He's only been involved in 9 games so far this season as we're close to hitting the halfway stage. I wouldn't say we've been great going forward. They've made a substitution for a striker, and so we are doing this end. Dom Telford and McAlnay coming on. Play. Oh, that was a scuffed ball, but it ended up making its way, you know. God, I thought that was in. It's only side netting. Oh, Sheffield there's been beaten. Oh, my God, what a ball. What a save. We get so lucky. McAlnay. He's losing out. I mean, it's not like him. We've not seen those scintillating touches that we saw early on in the season, have we, from him? Here we go. Finding space for Burgess again. Burgess across. Telford. Oh, my God, how's he put that beyond the post? He's kind of had too many moments like that in a Salford shirt, unfortunately for him. And I think that's why Elliot List gets to start, because he has had opportunities like that where he should just be slotting that into the back of the net, which makes this game done and dusted and comfortable. In the end, we've won it 1-0. But it could have been 2. I feel like first game of the episode is starting to become something that we're good at, and then we just tail off. Now we've got Wigan, and I need to kind of figure out the split of games I'm not going to play. I'm going to sim the cup games, I know that. I might actually play Wigan and Sheffield Wednesday. The 11 for the Wigan game is this, and I hope we could just get a decent result. I'm still tweaking the tactic. I think I'll show you it once I'm kind of set that that's going to be how we play, but I'm still messing around with it a lot. Elliot List back in the team today. This would be huge. If we got a win against Wigan, this would be massive. Wigan are a really good team. I mean, it doesn't take me long to look at the squad and see that they're a really good team. This is going to be hard, especially if the goalkeeper plays anything like the rest of the goalkeepers recently. It will be even more difficult for me. We're obviously going to have some games that maybe aren't as easy to win as others, and teams that maybe we should have a much harder time against than others. I would put Wigan as one of those teams that we should most likely have a much more difficult time against. Banks now. That's lovely play. And this might be great play from Bolton. And McNeil might play a great ball into Elliot List. It's a good touch, Elliot List. Oh, my God. What a goal that was. Happy days. Cheeky knee slide from Elliot List. That ball from McNeil to him was brilliant, but it was still a really hard task for Elliot List there. He had to have an unbelievable touch here when the ball comes over. He does. It takes it away from the defender and then slots it past the goalkeeper. We've actually just given McNeil a new contract because he started life pretty well in a Salford shirt, the 18-year-old Scotsman. So I did go through, give him a new contract. Still, no idea what to do with customization. Because I feel like we do have a Patreon. If I want to give anything back to the Patreons, there isn't much we can really give because I don't want there to be a massive disadvantage between someone who can't support from Patreon and someone who can. So giving them the opportunity to have some customization of a player, it feels fair to me. Banks! Oh my God, what goal that would have been. Elliot List! Oh, it's 2! I can't believe it's 2! The goalkeeper's having an absolute flag is up. The flag is up. The pain of the flag being up. Who was offside? Elliot List offside from the kick. So this is interesting, right? Does the offside... Yeah, it does go from there, doesn't it? I was going to say, does it not go from when the keeper palms it? But no, it doesn't. Straight in, nailing an early brace for Elliot List. MK Dons are top of the table on 46, but Charlton and Rotherham both have 45. I learnt out the hard way, didn't I? Playing against MK Dons in the last episode. And Rotherham. How difficult those two teams could be. Elliot List now has actually got a really good cross on him as Lund's piling forward. Can Hunter win that? I thought he had done them for a brief second. The pressure on Wigan here is good, but we all know. Let's not lie to ourselves. We all know I need a second. Here come Wigan. Oh, we get a bit lucky. That is going to come off at some stage in this game. I'll tell you that. Oh, that's good from Tierney. Elliot List now. Can he do? He's clever with it. He's really clever with it. Tierney again, back round the corner. McNeil. Oh, he's gone in. I don't know if it took a touch off Robinson, but does it matter? McNeil makes it 2-0. He's been pivotal today, but to be fair, the link-up play from everyone going forward has been really good. Tierney, Elliott List. But now McNeil, I think that's his first goal for Salford. Our academy graduate getting his first goal for Salford. Does it take a touch? It does. It takes a deflection. Because when he first hit it, I thought it was going wide. And maybe it was. It's counted as an own goal. It's not going to be McNeil's first goal. I thought he was hitting it wide. We've got super lucky there that the deflection has gone our way. We're struggling now. We hit patches in matches, don't we? Where patches in matches. Well done, Yorkie. We hit patches in matches where we start to struggle and it slows down a bit. This feels like one of them, and it will allow Wigan to get back into the game and start creating some good opportunities. Play out wide now. Oh, I don't like that. Don't like that. I'm not a fan of this at all. To be honest with you, Wyke. Oh my God, they nearly got a lucky deflection themselves. I feel like Charlie Wyke's been at this level for a long time, to be fair. At the end of the day, it's a good block from Doyle. 2-0 to the good at half-time. Wigan felt like they were building back into the game, though, as it went on. So I have to be super cautious the second half. We know full well this team can just fall asleep at any moment. And we did get a little bit lucky with a second. Nice play. Thanks. Should have played it in. He knows he should have played it in. He's going to get that into Tierney, though. Tierney now from distance. I thought for a brief second. I did. I know. I shouldn't have shot from there. Did just think for a brief moment. As soon as I hit it, sometimes you feel like it feels nice. There we go. It was deflected. So maybe that would have gone in. I felt like I hit it really well. Like really cleanly. That's a good ball in towards Lund. Over the bar. Love a third. It's been a long, long time since we punished a team in FIFA. I'm not going to lie. Especially with this Salford City squad. It's been a really long time. I nearly cut that out there with Banks. It did enough to put his man off. Banks then switches that. Tierney. Waits and waits. I mean, I felt like a clever decision, but we're going to get a free kick. Could he be in a lot of trouble here? I feel like this is going to be a yellow, but you never know. It's a red card. Wigan are going to be down to 10. Jamie McGrath being sent off. I have to be honest. They're down to 10 men. We're 2-0 up. I'm bringing off Elliott List. We're going to bring on Dom Telford. We're going to get Elliott List rested. I'm going to go for this again. Side of high and wide. I'm just going to press some buttons this time and see what happens. And, I mean, it was on target. So that's all that matters, really. Free kicks are definitely not about scoring. They're just about getting them on target. Lund always super confident and comfortable. Oh, my God, what a pass that was from Lund to McNeil. Oh, that would have been the greatest goal I've ever scored. Have you ever seen a pass like that before? That was one of those driven crosses. Now, it's top bumper and X. Driven cross or a driven lofted ball, whatever they call it. What a pass. Clean now going forward. It has become really hard for them because we're just outnumbering them in midfield. They don't have as many bodies forward. Lang with the shot. Oh, what goal? What goal? It's 2-1 just like that. We're going to back in the game. They've got those threats. They have got those threats. Moore needed to do more there. I tried to cut him going the other way. I thought he was going to turn the other way, but he didn't. A little bit frustrating. A little bit worrying as well that 10 men Wigan might be back into it. We've had chances to make this free and done and dead and buried, and we didn't take them. Lund. Oh, that's lovely. Banks has been found to finish off the game. What a save. Goal for the first time in the last episode. I thought we were going to see another. I think we're all hoping at this stage that absolutely nothing is going to come of this move. And it's not. Bolton did brilliantly to cut out the pass. And we should be able to see the game out now. And we do. And there we go. 2-1 victory for Salford City. A massive second win of the episode here. In fact, we've won every game so far this episode. Obviously, we won our first sim as well. I don't know if I'm expecting this to continue, and I actually don't think we'd have won that game if it weren't for Wigan having a man sent off. They literally could do nothing once they had a man sent off. I mean, they still went through and scored, but they struggled like mad. So rotation for the EFL trophy, as you'd expect. We've got a game coming a couple of days after against Sheffield Wednesday, which is another must-win in the league. I don't really expect anything from this game. If we could win it, it'd be great. I think we go through if we win it. I think we're still in the group. We go through, and there we do. We do win it. Lund with a goal as well. I'm pretty sure that puts us through to the next round. Might not have been drawn yet, but I'm pretty sure now we're in like a knockout stage of the EFL trophy. And weirdly, we've won every game so far. We've won the Sims. The Sims are going my way. For the first time in history of this season, we're getting simulation victory. 7th place Sheffield Wednesday. Now, if we could get anything from this, it will start to move me a little bit clearer of the drop zone and the relegation fight. We want mid-table this season. Sheffield Wednesday will want the win to get themselves back in the playoff hunt. I've opted for McNeil again because he had such a good game last time out. I think him and Bolton on that wing works really well with Bolton overlapping. Lado will be back in the team for this one. It's a really strong side, but I mean, Sheffield Wednesday have a really good team. John Jules will be a nightmare for me to deal with. I'd be absolutely astonished if we win 3 games in this episode. I'd be astonished if we win actually every game, if we've actually put a run of form on. I said something at the start of the video about Forest Green and how we beat them in League 2 and then we managed to go on a run of form. I would be shocked if we managed to do that here. I haven't even really fiddled with the sliders yet. The only thing I've changed is that I have put the passing up for the user by 1. So we're now on 51 for passing accuracy. That's it. That's all I've changed. And weirdly, we've managed to find a bit of form in this episode. I will admit, I've been concentrating as hard as humanly possible to not get relegated. Don't think for a second, though, this one will be easy. I'll say it again. I felt like with that Wigan game, we actually probably would have lost that if they hadn't have gone down to 10. Sorry, we wouldn't have lost it. We'd have drawn that if they hadn't have gone down to 10 men. I think the fact that they went down to 10 men really opened the game up for me. Go on then, Elliot Liss. That's not a bad ball in from Hunter. I'm trying to use Hunter as much as possible on the ball because at the moment, I feel like he's our most creative winger. There they come, Sheffield Wednesday. John Jules, and I am super worried about this attack from Sheffield Wednesday because they're just so much better than us going forward. Go on then, Elliot. Ping that one inside. We're going to still pick up the football. McNeil was making that run. McNeil now. It's not a great position for him. He's not great, is he, in front of goal? I might look at working on his finishing because he's not very good, is he, in front of goal? I feel for him there a little bit. Maybe he could have sweated it, but Elliot Liss was down. Moments like that, though, are important against a team like Sheffield Wednesday. They're playing a 5 at the back, so 5 at the back when we come up against it, to me, is ultra defensive. Concentration levels for me have kind of gone through the roof since a couple of poor episodes, to be fair. Banks now, what can he do? Good footwork. Oh, that's good play from Banks to McNeil. McNeil's getting in all the right... Oh, they've made a mistake. McNeil's getting in all the right positions. What's that ball from McNeil? He's still got it. Elliot Liss. Lado! Nice touch. How's he put it beyond the post? It should be 1-0 Salford, trying to capitalise on Sheffield Wednesday's mistakes, but he's pinged that one beyond the post. I'm not sure they're going to get much better than that, to be honest with you, those opportunities. I am not sure. And again, pinging that one wide. I like doing that with Lund. I feel super confident. That was actually very clever. Lado now with a shot. It's hit Elliot Liss. Oh, it lands to Liss. Mistake clearance. What a save from the goalkeeper. I don't know what the clearance was. It was an acrobatic one that wasn't even really needed. He could have controlled the ball and passed it out. He chose not to. And then we really should have made them pay. We'll whip a corner in and what we can do with it. Oh, we actually got on the header, but not much from Doyle. Doyle's not had the same success, has he, from corners that Moore has, and that was worrying. But typical goalkeeper giving the ball away. I'll tell you another thing that I've started to do that I wasn't doing before is not holding sprint as much. When you're playing now, if you hold sprint and pass, the passes are horrendous. So what I would recommend for you to do is really, I'm not holding sprint at any of these moments here. Like, none of this is me holding sprint. So I wouldn't hold sprint until you were 100% sure that you wanted to move forward with the ball. I would just not... I really don't use sprint often until you clean through. That is the recommendation I would give, because it seems that has kind of fixed my passing issue in this episode. Usually I'm trying to move the ball forward as quickly as possible, so I'm holding sprint a lot. Whereas I have noticed in this episode, I've stopped using sprint as much, and my passing all of a sudden has become far more crisp, as Elliot Liss should have made it 2-0? 1-0. That ball before was overhit. Now that I'm not holding sprint, it was a much better ball. I'd just like to help you guys out. If you're having issues at this current moment in time with the way the gameplay's gone, I would say that there is a huge notice for me now that when I press sprint and pass, that, you know, the accuracy is just not there. Problem is here is we aren't winning. We should be winning, but we're not. And Sheffield Wednesday! Oh, my God. Oh, that could have been for Windass. What a ball across. Sheffield Wednesday can do that. So I am just a little bit nervous when it comes to those situations. But at half-time, it's 0-0. I'd actually take a point. I know we've had a lot of draws, but I'd take a point right now if you gave me one. We don't do this often, make subs at half-time, but Lado's knackered. He has played all 3 games recently, trying to get in that game time. He's still improving as well. He's just getting better and better. Oh, Banks wins that back there. Elliot List now. He's got options. He's gone for McNeil. McNeil there. He's so clever. Pull that back. Elliot List! Oh, my God. How? Just how, to be honest with you. What a save. Banks there. Finds Moore, who's going to score the greatest goal you've ever seen. No, he's not. No, he's not. But we still got it back. Moore, he's going to score the greatest goal you've ever seen. Oh, my God. That would have been great. The pressure is being piled on now. We're trying to win anything we can. We're just trying to get that goal because I feel like we've been good for it. Banks. McNeil. List. Hunter! Oh, what a goal from Ashley Hunter. That might just win this game of football. What a finish, Ashley Hunter. Take a bow, son. What a hit. We have had a few good opportunities. I feel like we've been the better of the 2 sides. This is struck so well. I had emphasized earlier how important I felt that Ashley Hunter had become for us. Like how really he's just changed the way that I've played coming forward. And again, he's just showing that today in this one. He's played some great passes, but now he's got the goal. It's not over though. That should be mentioned. Windass! Oh, good save, King. A 1-0 victory for Salford. I don't know if it was deserved. I've got to be 100% honest with you. Great strike from Hunter. Great performance from Hunter. And we'll take the 3 points. So we'll have our best episode yet here in League One. It kind of all stemmed from smashing the sprint button. Like, 100% honest, that is what we've done there is just stopped hitting the sprint button every single time. Like, even when I'm receiving the ball now, I'm not hitting sprint because I'm looking to pass the ball instantly off. I'm just not using sprint as much. Also noticed that players weren't as tired, which is always a bonus. Right, now, we've got a lot of players out of contract. I'm going to tell you now that I'm going to go through and give everyone here a contract, apart from James. I'm not going to give James one. We're going to let him leave on a free, but everybody else is going to at least get a year. We've actually got some players to take pay cuts, which is always a bonus. So we got 647k and 16k on the wage budget going into the window. We can't really do anything with that, but I am slowly getting to a stage now where I know what players I want to go and what players I want to keep. Willock's going to go, and we want to see that money yet for him as well, to be fair. I think in the next episode, we'll start listing the players that I think we should probably move on. And still, the jury's out on Asante. Boys, let me know more in the comments what you think about Asante. Also, I hope that little tip helps you with the new gameplay with not smashing the sprint button as much. Low-driven passes, though, they don't work anywhere near as much, so I would avoid them, especially considering the first touch feels just not as good anymore. But that is by far the best episode we've had. We even won the sim games, which is nuts to me that we've managed to win them. And we got lucky against Sheffield Wednesday there, I will be honest. And we got a bit of luck against Wigan that they had a man sent off. But you need your luck, right? You need luck to go your way. Got a big episode next time out as well. Blackpool, Lincoln, Wickham. We are going to get into January, so I might actually even play this Oxford Cup game. We might play our first Cup game. I might play the Blackpool game. I might actually play the Wickham game because of where they are in the league. We'll see. That's going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope you're enjoying the series so far. Again, if you're new around here, please smash the subscribe button as well as hitting the like button. If you did enjoy the video, it helps us get seen by more and more people. Appreciate you all, and I will see you in the next one.